cities are full of protesters in the streets, when governments are collapsing, what is the most important subject that should be brought to the table? Food. Many articles showing increasing food costs during the end of 2010 and the beginning of 2011 paint a gloomy picture of the world food market. Like any market, there are ups and downs. The price of wheat, for instance, peaked in March 2008 before the crash of 2008. It had then declined until June 2010, where it is now in an upward swing. Corn, coffee, beef, and nearly all other commodities are going up in price. The question is, how do we predict the future? The best indicator for future trends is past trends. So, according to history, using a fiat measuring stick, food prices are set to keep inflating. This does not necessitate a crisis, however. One thing to consider for us in the United States is that the dollar is slowly being dethroned from its position as the world's reserve currency, which it has held since around 1944. Inflation has ate at the dollar for as long as the Federal Reserve has been the U.S. Central Bank, which started in 1913. In 1907, a box of Kellogg's Corn Flakes cost 10 cents. By 1960, 8 ounces was 27 cents. 1985, $1.09 for 18 ounces. Today, it will cost you at least $2.99. Having a central bank, inflation is a given in today's society. What may necessitate a crisis is the rate of inflation that we could see. In the last couple of years, the Federal Reserve has gone on a printing spree, creating over $1 trillion digital US dollars. Additional factors such as the price of oil will only add to food inflation, as oil is used for every aspect of agriculture, including production, transportation, and even for creating food storage containers. Documentaries such as The End of Suburbia attempt to prove that the production of oil may have peaked or will peak soon. World population, however, is not peaking, and without increased food production, we should see food price inflation simply from population growth. World population is set to hit 7 billion by the next year. The U.S. consumes 21 million barrels of oil per day. According to Bloomberg, the Suez Canal and Suez Mediterranean pipeline move 2.1 million barrels a day, the equivalent of 10% of the United States' daily oil consumption. And where is the Suez Canal? Egypt.
The first and most important reason to have food reserves is to be prepared in case of an emergency. There are an average of 392 large-scale natural disasters a year. Add to this the possibilities of unemployment, accidents, and downturns in the economy that have 43 million Americans on food stamps, and food reserves make all kinds of sense. But food reserves are not just about you, are they? They're about you and all the people you care about. Let me illustrate my point. The price of food is continually rising. What if you found out about a grocery store that opened up in your neighborhood with prices from 10, 15, even 20 years ago? Would you shop there? Probably. What if the food was free? Would you keep it to yourself? Or would you feel inspired, even responsible to share that gift? eFoods Global can help you and your family and friends prepare for an uncertain future with our food reserves. And we can even show you how to do it for free. The more of us that are prepared, the more generous and empowered we will all be, and the safer our families will be. Now let's continue our tour by showing you what goes into making eFoods Global Reserves and why they are the right choice for you.